What's going on, you guys? Today we got a fun one. We're going to be doing removable doors on the BMW, so stick around. Nice. Real quick, I just want to go over all the tools that I use. So I have a 7mm. We used a 13mm. I just put it on my impact, but I also used a wrench, so you could use our ratchet, so you could use anything you need. I used a, where is it? My drill bit, just a normal Phillips. If it'll focus, it's not gonna focus, but you guys know what a Phillips look like, I hope. And I think that's it. I used I used my grinder to cut off the bolts, if that counts. And then I used a pair of needle nose pliers, wherever those are, so yeah. And a 10mm, can't forget the 10mm. So to remove those two, you just need 13mm socket and a wrench or an impact. I'm just gonna use my little impact, but a wrench would do just fine. They're not on there that tight. So, I guess I should probably unplug these wires before just letting the door drop, but at the end of the day, I really don't care what they do anyways, because I don't plan on using anything for that, so we'll do it anyways. So to get the little bolts off, these little bolts off right here, these top two, or top one and bottom one, whatever, these two, it's just a little 7mm, and I've just got it on this little Milwaukee M12 electric ratchet. It makes quick work of these kind of things. Find somewhere to put this screw. Right there, fine. I don't need it. Very nice. Now we're just gonna pull this off and figure out what we gotta do from here, because like I said, I don't know. Okay, so I've just pulled it out of the jam here a little bit, and then you can get like a screwdriver or whatever you need. You're just gonna pull up on this. Let's see if I can do it. No, okay. We're gonna pull up on this. Okay. So once you've pulled this up far enough, this really just kind of flops out. And then I don't know what these two wires are. Something tells me they're not supposed to be like that, but who knows. So now we've got that unplugged, and I'm just gonna figure out where these go and probably give them the old chop. Okay, so I've taken the bottom two bolts out, and I'm gonna take this last one out. I'm hoping the door will just stay there for a second. Ooh, okay, no, maybe not. All right, now we're gonna lift the door off. Okay, I lied. I said we were gonna lift the door off, and then I went to go get up and the door just fell off. So be ready for that. I should have known that was gonna happen. I kind of did know that was gonna happen, but I didn't really, I don't want to say I don't care, but I just wasn't too worried about it. But don't lose these shims. There are shims in here that you'll see when you pull it off. There's one on the bottom and one on the top. Should be, at least. And what we're left with is just these hinges. So this is what we're concerned with mainly. So there's a little nut on both of these. It's just a little 10mm, or bolt I should say. There's a bolt on each of them, just a little 10mm. The bottom one, for me at least, driver's side, it was on top. Passenger side, it's on bottom. And then there's these, like, I'm sure these are pressed in, so we're gonna have to figure that out. But the hinge comes off, and then it just sits on that. It's got the stop on there, so I'm gonna pull this one off and then see what we got. So over here, same thing. It was just sitting in there like that, and then this one's sitting on top. So it's just the reverse, the opposite from top to bottom. So now I think I'm gonna attempt, I'll put these back on the door and then just see how they sit in and if it works okay or not, because these aren't very long and they tend to want to come out. So I don't know how I feel about it, but I do have a couple ideas. So actually I think I already know what I'm gonna do, but we're gonna get there in a second. So first let's just try it without the idea, see how it works, and then we'll go from there. So previous owner left us with these, well, he actually only got one cut door. He gave me 2 spare doors that are red, but they're already cut. That one's not cut, thankfully. You can't even see that one over there. It's not cut. It's a full door. But this one's already been cut. It definitely needs some cleaning up, but it's a start. But anyways, I brought it over here because it's a lot lighter to work with than that one. So I'm just gonna use this one for my test, so that I'm not having to pick up this heavy door. Make sense? Cool. I went ahead and put the hinges on there loosely. They're on there, but you know, they have wiggle room. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to place them up here and see what it looks like. Okay, like I said, they're just loosely on there, so we're gonna see how it goes on. So that wasn't terrible for the first time. I thought it was gonna be a lot more awkward. They sit in there, but it's not the best, and it's loose. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten the hinges down though so that they're in good position. Actually, let me close this first to make sure. All right, guys, so I've got the hinges on the doors, and they're, for the most part, they're where they need to go. Door closes just fine. It's all lined up. I'm not gonna close it because I don't know how well I trust all this. This handle's broken anyway, so whatever. I just don't feel like dealing with that right now this second anyway. So not the hardest thing ever. Actually, this only took like 30 minutes if I'm being honest. But I don't know how I feel about it because there's not much holding them on. So I think I have an idea to fix that. Let me show you. So they come off super easy. And they go on. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Oh gosh. Without destroying the whole car. They go on pretty easy too. Look at that, folks. Okay, well, whatever. You get the point. They're not on, but almost. But the only thing keeping them from falling off is this little bit and that little bit right there. So I think what I'm gonna do, hear me out, guys. So this is the bolt that originally, okay. It goes in here though, it screws in, okay? That's all you really need to know. So I think what I'm gonna do to give this a little bit of extra sturdiness is, I'm just gonna chop the head off of this thing and then screw just a threaded piece down in there. And you're probably saying like, well, that doesn't make much sense, but if you look, let's see how well I can get you guys in there. So if it'll focus, come on, there we go. You see, it's, so originally that's how it would go, and then this would screw into the top. But if it's just no bolt head, and this is come, see that one? So let's get you orientated right. So this would come up the bottom hinge and screw into there, right? Because that comes, that part goes down. Why isn't this thing not focusing? Is there something on my lens? Okay, hopefully you guys are in focus now. So if you see, this would come up like this, and then this one, it goes down into there, right? And then this would be up in here and it sits in there. But if I just cut the bolt head off of this and then thread it into there, you know, a little bit, my theory is at least it'll have a little bit extra something to hold it in, right? I mean, makes sense, right? Let's just do it and I'll show you. All right, so I went and got my angle grinder. I'm just gonna cut the top of this bolt off. Hopefully you're in focus and you can see, and if not, you'll see in a second what I mean. Safety third, guys. We had our safety squints on the whole time, so don't worry about me. Hopefully you can see that. Let's see if it's too hot to touch yet. Yeah, just a little bit, so. Okay, never mind. We'll be right back. All right, so that's what it looks like now. The head is off. It's in there. And then, as is this one on top. So it'll just slide in that slot, and the top one, remember, will slide into that slot. Hopefully you can see it, but I guess let's go ahead and give it an honest try. So this will be my first time doing it. We'll see how well it works. Set you guys up. Okay. We're not on there. What's going on? We're hung on something. Why are we not? I guess I think now that those things are in line, they're like acting like pins. And since everything's not perfect, it's not allowing it to shimmy in there. So I think a quick, there we go. Okay, so now those are in. Let's align our door, which it's not gonna stay like this. So we're just seeing how much I have to lift up on it, I guess. See if that helped. It did not. Let's try again. The bottom one. It would probably help if you did them all. Well, I guess that works. It closes, guys, but I'm not closing it all the way just because I don't know. I mean, worst comes to worst, we'll just take it apart, you guys. I guess we can try. Let's see. Hold on. It looks like it's engaging, so I'll risk it for the biscuit. Looks nice. I mean, it's lined up. Well, let's just pray that it opens. Oh yeah, it does open. Okay, so that does work. Good deal. Okay, guys, so check that out. Opens and closes just fine. Wait, let's give it a shake. Nothing. Let's give it a shake up here. Shaking the whole car. Okay. Let's open it. Hard to open, but that's okay. Now let's pull it off, guys. Let's just. Oh, it's a hot day, man. Turn on my AC. Whew. It's just a Jeep thing, you know. If you can read this, pull me over. There you have it, guys. There you freaking have it. I'm actually pretty happy with that. There it is, guys. So cutting the top of that bolt off really seemed to help line it up better and keep them in there. They act like little pins. I was also wondering maybe if the hood pins would work. Let's see. Just as a future reference for anybody that maybe doesn't want to cut those bolts in case you want to keep your doors nice. I don't blame you. Oh, those fit in perfect. Dude, look at that. Okay. That's hilarious. I wonder if it would actually... Probably not, because... It would definitely act as some secondary security if it'll close with this in there. That's the only question. Like, is this too much to... Like, will this get in the way? Just a thought for you guys, though, in case you didn't want to cut these bolts. You could use some type of pin like this. This is just from my hood pin, so it's small, but it's like the exact diameter of... I mean, like the exact... Hold on. Let's see if I can get you guys in there. Can you see that? It's like... It's perfect. Ow. It's like a mousetrap. But it's like perfect. So... That's a thought. I think that's going to wrap today's video up, guys. I'm just going to stick with these removable doors, and then I'll probably chop up, I'll do the passenger obviously, and then I'm probably going to chop up the other one so that I'll have 2 half doors and 2 full doors. I think I haven't decided yet, because I don't really need full doors. I don't need all that weight, and I don't need windows or anything like that. So we'll see. If anything, we'll go Lexan windows if we have to. But all right, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing and comment down below what you guys want to see next. Peace.